Hey guys, what's going on? Frank Rich here from Rebuilt Recovery. And in today's video, I want to talk to you about the process of setting goals and how ultimately this is going to be the quickest path for you in unwiring and rewiring your brain, stepping out of the compulsive habit of porn and masturbation that is holding you back in life, and ultimately stepping into the life that you know you were created to live. But before we end today's video, guys, let me remind you who we are and what we do here. My name is Frank Rich, CEO, founder, and head coach at Rebuilt Recovery, and it is our mission to help men break free from the shackles of porn addiction through the power of faith and fitness. Now, we do that in a handful of different ways. First off, right here on the Rebuild Your Life YouTube channel, we are releasing new videos every single day, Monday through Friday at this point. So if you're new to the channel and haven't done so yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button right there, and also turn those post notifications on so you are notified every single time a new video is released. And secondly, for you guys that are in the early stage of identifying some of the problems that porn has had on your life and are curious about what life could look like for you once you've been able to remove this destructive habit out of your life, make sure to download our free ebook, guys. It's a 7-step guide to living life without porn, where we walk you through the exact process that we use with our clients and students here at Rebuilt Recovery, and how to identify a lot of the areas in which porn is negatively impacting your life, how to then build a successful plan to get you out of the depths of addiction and step into the life that you were created to live, and then how to execute upon this and find yourself accountable on a daily basis to ultimately make this process and journey a success, because it will take time and execution and willpower on your side. So that's a 7-step guide to living life without porn. I'm gonna link it down there in that first pinned comment below. But let's get back to today's videos, guys. Setting goals and how this is going to help you in speeding up the process to rewiring your brain. So we talk a lot about on this channel here about how porn has hijacked your reward system and how it's caused you to constantly seek out more and more porn, and how it's literally changed the way that you get pleasure, you get joy out of everyday activities in life. So we understand the negative effects. We understand that it's crippled your it's crippled your ability to complete tasks. It's held you back from really being able to see into the future and really be able to create a game plan for your life. So we know that the effects are destructive. We know that it's holding you back. Now we've committed and we've made the changes. Now we're ready to remove this habit out of our life. We know that we have to stop watching porn. We know that we have to rewire our brain. But what does that mean, and what does that process actually look like? Well, in some of the interviews that I've done with Dr. Trish Lee, the neuroscientist here on the channel, which I'm going to link her videos up here right now, but we've talked about the differences of unwiring and rewiring. So to make it real simple, the unwiring process, this is the abstaining from pornography. This is deciding that I'm no longer going to consume junk. I'm no longer going to allow my brain to intake the garbage of pornography. Just in doing that, your body will begin to unwire some of the old patterns, or unwire some of the destructive patterns that's built by your frequently and consuming pornography. Now, that rewiring process, this is where you get your brain into an optimal state. This is where you start to step into peak performance flow states. And this is ultimately where high achievers, high performers live and operate from. It's knowing that we can build a plan for our brain. We can change the wiring in our brain to perform and operate at a high level. So how do we do this? So we know unwiring is abstaining from porn. Rewiring requires a plan, requires goal settings. And the goal cannot be stop watching porn. That's not a goal. Okay, goals need to be in other areas of our life. So what we do here, and I'm going to share with you actually the process that we teach our students, is in step 1, week 1, identify the areas in which porn is negatively impacting you. How is it impacting your relationships? How is it impacting your body? How is it impacting your finances? How is it impacting your hobbies, your free time? Okay, so get a real clear picture on the negative effects. Then when you go to build goals, then when you go to create a plan, you actually create goals in the areas in which porn has negatively impacted your life. Okay, so use for example, porn has made it impossible for you to find a relationship. Porn has made it impossible for you to find a partner. Porn has made it impossible for you to connect with a woman on an intimate level. So what would a goal like that be? Well, in 3 months, 6 months, because remember, a goal needs to be timely. It needs to be time bound. There's got to be a set date on when you want to accomplish this. Within the next 6 months, I'm aiming to go on 5 dates with new women. Now, in order for me to do that, I need to meet 20 new women and ask 20 women out, because I know my closing percentage, or I know the ratio at which the woman I ask out to go on dates, I know it's 1 in every 4, whatever. But you got to get clear. Okay, so create a goal that's timely. Use a SMART method. SMART, specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely, or time bound. So something that is specific. I want to date 5 women, or I want to go on 5 new dates in the next 6 months. Measurable, is that something that can be measured? Well, if it's 6 months from now, then we have a date that we could reverse engineer backwards, and we know that 5 is a number that can be measurable. Achievable, is that actually something achievable? 1 date every 4.5 weeks or 4 or 5 weeks? Absolutely. Realistic, okay, if you've never dated a woman ever in your life, aiming for 5 in the first 6 months may be a little challenging. Okay, so get something that is clearly realistic and then timely or time-bound, something that's got a specific date. Now, perhaps it's finance related. So I know that my addiction to pornography, it's costing me, at work, it's costing me ability to show up, and that's affecting my salary and my bonuses. So I'm aiming to make $10,000 in the next 6 months. Okay, 6 months, target, timely, $10,000, very specific, measurable, you can achieve it. But you see, you got to create these goals outside of porn. Okay, having the plan that I'm not going to watch porn is amazing, but then you got to build your life and actually create actionable, achievable results. And here's the kicker here. This is what makes this so powerful in actually rebuilding and rewiring your brain. Okay, because we know that positive emotion, the dopamine release, it's not in the achievement of the goal. It's in the pursuit. It's when our body and our mind, it knows that we're on target for where we're trying to go. So if we set a goal 6 months down the road to make $10,000 more, okay, it's not when we hit the $10,000 that we get the positive feeling. It's not when we hit the $10,000 that we get the dopamine release. It's in that pursuit. It's in the daily steps. It's in the daily progress that we take. Okay, and this will actually begin to change and rewire your brain. You'll get those dopamine hits along that journey. So dopamine no longer comes from the use of pornography because you've abstained from that, but you're gonna build that reward system back up for your life. You're gonna build that reward system back up with the things that you want to achieve. You're gonna build that reward system back up with the life that you were created to live. Okay, so you have to have goals. You have to create very clear, specific, attainable goals outside of your addiction. Okay, step 1 is committing to not viewing porn. That's amazing. You've done that already. Congratulations. Now think about how your life can actually improve. Think about how your life can actually become better. Take the goal 6 months down the road, a year down the road, and then reverse engineer it back 30 days from now. And here's the most important thing. When you set a goal, what are you going to do about it right now? What's the first step that you can take right now? So at the end of this video, guys, I want you to get really clear on the next 1 year. What are some goals that you're going to create for yourself? Okay, and if you're looking for some areas to create goals in, we teach a 5-pillar system here: faith, fitness, finance, family, and freedom. Faith, where are you spiritually? Where are you in your relationship with Christ? Fitness, where's your body? Do you want more muscle, less fat? Do you want a competition, CrossFit, run a marathon, obstacle race? Okay, but get clear on your fitness goals. Finance, what are you doing to make money, and where's that money being spent and invested? Family, who is in your direct family that cares for you the most and you're investing in, and who are the people in your life that you're allowing to speak into you? And freedom, what are you doing with your free time outside of work? What new skills, hobbies, and success principles are you learning and improving upon every single day? So that's it, guys. You got to have goals. You got to take goals in the bigger picture, create something that you can reset your reward system, rewire your brain, and ultimately step out of this destructive habit of pornography that's holding you back in life. But that's it, guys. Frank Rich from Reboot Recovery. Really hoping that this video helped you get clear on understanding the process of making goals, how that helps you rewire your brain, how that helps you rebuild your body after pornography, and ultimately step in the life that you were created to live. Like I said at the beginning of the video, guys, if you're looking for some help, download the free ebook. It's a 7-step guide to living off of the porn. I'm going to link it down there in that first pinned comment below. But Frank Rich from Rebuild Recovery. I'll see you guys tomorrow on the other side.